What up, you guys? My name is Seth Keller, and welcome back to Let's Watch a Death Battle. Darth Vader versus Dr. Doom. When it comes to Darth Vader, I know a little bit more than I do Doom. I know more about Darth Vader than I do Dr. Doom, so I'm gonna let the analysis tell me about Doom. 3, 2, 1.
I play Boomstick, I'm Ben, I play Wiz, and we have a favor to ask. After the video, click the link in the description. It's going to take you to podsurvey.com/battle, where you can fill out a quick anonymous survey. The survey is about making sure that you don't see ads you don't want to see. And if you filled out a survey for us in the past, this is a brand new updated one with a brand new opportunity to get a $100 gift card to Amazon. So we're going to do that after the video, but right now, it's time to see Darth Vader take on Dr. Doom. Two masters of evil are experts at bending others to their will, but beneath the mask lies the scars of their past. Literally, Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, and Dr. Doom, sovereign ruler of Latveria. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Darth Vader.
Alright, Vader. Wow.
Slavery and trained under Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin grew into an extremely powerful Jedi, capable of lifting starships.
Yeah, after Qui-Gon Jinn died.
He quickly rose through the Jedi ranks to the very top and led the legendary 501st Legion in the galaxy-wide Clone Wars. He also grew into a really arrogant and whiny douche. It's all Obi-Wan's fault. He's holding me back. Naturally curious to an extreme, the vast potential of the Force was intoxicating to Anakin. Unable to accept loss and pain, Anakin sought new powers to fix his problems. After a premonition of his pregnant wife's death, he decided he had no choice but to turn to the dark side of the Force for answers.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
Despite being trained in the Jedi's pacifism, Anakin learned that he was really freaking good at killing people and murdered nearly the entire Jedi Order. His punishment?
Consisted of children, I think.
As the black-cloaked Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader.
I've seen that part, not this, when he was first created.
Vader is nothing like that whiny little prequel bitch. He's a badass through and through with one of the coolest voices of all time.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Vader's body was sustained by his dark armor, a mobile life support system designed to protect.
Oh, so it's a life support system.
The suit enhanced his vision, hearing, and physique. With his robot limbs, he can leap dozens of feet and lift several hundred pounds, all without having to use the Force. The armor is even dense enough to deflect lightsaber blows. Unfortunately for Vader, his new body had several problems. The armor was cumbersome and weighed him down. Much of it was mismatched, snagging and pulling on his body. His incessant raspy breathing often kept him awake. His synthetic skin itched constantly, and the control panel on his chest would sometimes beep for no reason at all. You're saying in this technological marvel of an age, we can't fix one person who's fallen into lava?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
It's very likely Vader's Sith Master, knowing his new student could become more powerful than himself, included these faults on purpose. While it caused problems for Vader at first, he quickly grew accustomed to his suit's limitations and modified his fighting style to complement his new stance and strength. And while his life support systems are vulnerable to electric overload, should the worst happen, he can use the Force to sustain himself for several hours.
Vader wields a dual-phase lightsaber. Unlike normal lightsabers, which are already cool as shit, Vader can manually adjust his to double its length. But if it lasts for more than 4 hours, he needs to consult a doctor.
With his unmatched connection to the Force and
You retching joke.
Jedi and
Wow.
Sith arts, he's learned a variety of techniques. He can deflect energy blasts with nothing but his hands, anticipate his opponent's next moves, and increase his speed and strength. And though his mechanical limbs cannot channel Force lightning like his master, he can condense and launch a ball of electricity called kinetite.
And he can always use telekinesis to lift people up and choke the ever-living hell out of them. A power that would come in handy if you ever had to deal with an annoying co-host.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Using the dark side of the Force, Vader embraces his passion and rage in battle, complementing his extremely offensive fighting style. The angrier he gets, the deadlier he becomes.
He's defeated tons of Jedi Masters, including Obi-Wan himself. He matched his secret apprentice Galen Merrick in Force combat, who is powerful enough to move Star Destroyers, and killed a doppelganger of Darth Maul by impaling himself. Damn, that's dedication.
And finally, after discovering his long-lost son, Vader had a change of heart. He rescued his son by sacrificing himself to destroy the Sith once and for all. Or at least until the next movie comes out.
Darth Vader is impressive. Most impressive.
That was pretty much foreshadowing the new movie, the seventh movie that came out last year. All right, Doom, what you got, man?
Dr. Doom, master of science, sorcery, and his own country, Doom is undoubtedly one of the most dangerous villains in the Marvel multiverse.
I mean, just look at him. He looks like death itself. But before he was Lord of Latveria, Victor Von Doom was...
If death was
His
metallic,
father was a highly intelligent doctor who
was metallic and had a green
and his
cloak.
mother just so happened to be a satanic witch who accidentally sold her soul to the devil.
Poor orphan Victor was determined to master both science and magic to honor his parents. And he did.
By secretly combining technology and sorcery, Victor made a name for himself with a number of miraculous inventions, including a robotic duplicate of himself dubbed a Doombot.
Get used to seeing those things. I mean, like every time Doom has been killed, it turns out it was just a Doombot.
This isn't Doom at all. It's some kind of Doombot. Wonder if he didn't use the ring. It's a complete fake.
He eventually developed a machine designed to take him to and from hell itself to rescue his mother.
But it blew up in his face. No, like, really, it blew up in his face.
After the accident, despite his only injury being a single scar, Victor was horrified that his always perfect face had been tainted. Victor ran away to the Himalayan mountains and ended up joining a group of Tibetan monks.
He soon put them to work building him.
Hey, he's surprising. He's lucky he didn't die.
Hide his face. He was so eager to get the damn thing on that he put on the metal mask before it cooled down, messing up his face even more.
This armor magically severed his physical connection to the world, shielding him from the nightmares and transforming him into a cold engine of logic. Thus, he took the name Dr. Doom.
Victor, please.
Call me Doom. With his new armor, Dr. Doom soon conquered his home country Latveria, claiming the throne for himself.
Is he really a doctor?
Well, he was expelled from college, but he just gave himself a Latverian doctorate once he was running the country. So, technically, yes.
What a cop-out. Those of us with degrees had to work hard for our doctorates.
You do not have a doctorate.
Yaha, check it out. Got it in poultry science, specializing in the frying.
Well, holy shit.
Anyway, Doom's armor is mostly made of titanium, but there's way more to it.
Wow.
With it, he's
Boomstick
strong
has a
enough to lift
doctorate?
buildings,
Wow.
survive blows from Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, and one-shot the Incredible Hulk. Plus, it has a force field, jet boosters, and energy blasters.
And also a molecular expander, which can enlarge small objects he keeps with him. Handy for turning tiny pebbles into giant boulders.
Maybe I should look into this science thing.
The armor also has numerous methods of energy absorption and manipulation,
giving him complete control over all sorts of machinery.
It might just be the most overpowered suit in comic history. I mean, it even has pieces of the true cross to protect against Dracula and other undead enemies.
It not only increases his physical strength, but also his magical abilities, which includes teleportation, mind transference, demonic summons, mystical blasts, and numerous other spells he's learned over the centuries. Yes, I said centuries.
Centuries.
Doom time
Wow.
traveled to the earliest days of magic and learned all he could before returning to the present the normal way, by waiting.
Oh yes, I think I'll be immortal today. But as awesome as his armor is, Doom's still a badass without it. One time, Doom found himself stranded on another Earth, buck naked after being switched with his arch nemesis Reed Richards by a Celestial. Long story. Anyway, he gets attacked by a lion, which he straight up killed with a single punch. Then turned it into a pretty sweet suit.
Under Doom's rule, his country Latveria prospered. Its people loved their new dictator, though the rest of the world was of a different opinion.
Probably because he keeps trying to conquer it all.
Well, whether Doom is a bad guy is a bit up for debate. Sure, there was that one time he sacrificed the woman he loved to hell and had her skin turned into leather armor he wore, but for a long time, Doom's top priority was actually rescuing his mother from damnation.
And he eventually pulled it off. With that off the list, Doom did what any magically powered titan of science would do. He went time hopping to the future.
Doom explored thousands of possible future timelines, and what he saw convinced him he needed to take over the world. See, Doom truly believes he must conquer the world, as that is the only possible future freed from suffering and want.
And he's kind of right. I mean, even the Panther god of Wakanda backed him up. And that guy looked into, like, all the futures.
However, despite his overwhelming power, intellect, and intentions, Doom is extremely arrogant to a fault.
It's ridiculous. I can't even count how many times Doom had world domination within his grasp and then dropped the ball. I mean, one time he stole the godly power cosmic from Silver Surfer and still lost because Mr. Fantastic tricked him into flying into a power cosmic sucking force field.
But if Dr. Doom could just keep his ego in check, nobody could ever stand in his way.
Your plan to destroy them has failed, Master. Failed.
What's happening? Oh, well that's unfortunate.
Does not fail.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright. Thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, slap that like button in the face like a boss. And if it's once around, thank you guys, and I will see all you bros and bosses in this video. Bosses.